I think it's pretty clear to a lot of us that we don't live in a meritocracy. And what do I mean by meritocracy is that people thrive in success through sheer merit, through their talent, through their hard work. That's not the case in society. We're living in a situation where people like people who are politically inconvenient to the ruling class and their interests are either cancelled, so they're unable to pursue a career in that field, for which they may have immense talent. They may have out of this world talent, but they are defended from by the establishment from getting any kind of recognition and fame. And we can see this quite clearly in a distinction between the pop star Taylor Swift and Nemahsis. Now, obviously, even if Nemahsis wasn't cancelled, she would not receive the same acclaim, the same recognition as Taylor Swift because of the shared demographics. But her music is objectively, I believe, better than Taylor Swift, but will never have like a fraction of the recognition and even the airtime, just by virtue of the fact that she is of Palestinian descent, and 4 days after October 7th, she's pretty much dropped from her label. So, and I'm not somebody who's a big pop listener. I mostly listen to a lot of bit of rap in form of low-key. I listen to electro pop, is synth pop, techno, kind of a political rock in the form of like Serge Tankian or System of a Down. So I don't really go for pop, but her music is actually really good. Objectively speaking, it's catchy, and she's got a very, very wide vocal range. But most people will never hear of her. Even if it becomes associated and is becomes spread through the different channels, the mainstream media will not recognize her by virtue of the fact that she's inconvenient to the establishment ruling class. That being said, her music is just better, just objectively better, and it's clear that we don't live in a meritocracy for this reason. But also the fact that the richest person in the world is Elon Musk. He's not the most brightest bulb in the world. He doesn't work a billion times harder than your average person. He just happens to have access to wealth and knows the right people and is able to network. He's not an inventor. He may have some knowledge of engineering principles, but he's not an inventor. His successes are placed in lap of his own engineers, with which he doesn't really respect the work of, or rather the engineers themselves, because that is the very nature of a corporate capitalistic society where you have a dictatorship from people who have the means of production. And then of course you've got Amy Schumer. She's got zero talent. She's not funny at all. And a lot of liberal centrist, liberal right wingers would like to make her the poster child of feminism, but even they can't do that with a straight face because she's so cringe. She's making bank, she's making millions, and yet she's got no talent. And so we're not living in a meritocracy. And when you kind of apply this to democracy, we're not really living in true democracy either. When you consider that lobby groups have a huge sway in what kind of politicians are able to have access to the money for the campaigning necessary to even get the word out. Never mind get elected in the primaries or the to have a stand, to have a chance to be able to get any power. So access to money is crucial for our electoral system, and a lot of people who are just inconvenient to the elitist class, who are essentially overlap with the capitalist class. A lot of the elites are very much rich, and they people who have the skills and have the ability to see things at a much bigger scale, these people are restricted from being able to achieve power. So we don't have meritocracy, we don't have democracy. All we have is our voice, we have our own political activism, and we have our ability to just share knowledge with each other and have a grassroots movement that will hopefully turn the tables on what's going on right now. We have to understand that a lot of this is associated with the power of money, and how people with money have a lot of power. They have a lot of buying power. Whereas the grassroots people, what we need to do is pull together our power together, whether through activism or through mutual aid. But anyways, that's my 2 cents. Nemahsis is objectively better than Taylor Swift. Just as, your random comedian down the road is better than Amy Schumer. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That'd be very